Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we're painting Asajj Ventress from Star Wars Shatterpoint. She's gonna be a bit tough with those tattoos. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that with the paintbrush because those are pretty fine details, and that's a very distinct detail about Asajj. So I'm gonna figure that out. I've been thinking about using a new tool, so we'll see. Anyway, also we're gonna use some transparent paint over some zenithal. I got some transparents, and I'm looking forward to making it work. And I'm gonna refrain from doing any highlights on the zenithal, so we'll see. But anyway, let's get in there. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. I'll see you in there.
I have a decision here. We can go dark purple on the dress, or we can go a transparent purple and try and let that zenithal pop out. I don't have enough experience with these transparents. I'm still learning these particular transparents. So what I could do is I could always water these down a little bit to be safe, but that kind of defeats the purpose, right? So anyway, what we might do is just do a base here. Oh, there's a message. We'll do a base here, and then we'll highlight all the way out. So what down in the comments below, what would you do? Would you do a base here, a dark, opaque, and thin it down with airbrush and then work your way out to white there? Or just do a transparent and let it do a lot of the heavy lifting so your zenithal, pops out and creates your highlights? Anyway, in the comments down below, what would you do? I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I'm leaning towards this one, but I'm curious about this. All right. Okay, for the test on the purple and the transparent purple, actually dark purple and transparent purple, I did both on this model with a brush. I did transparent on the body, and I did solid opaque purple on the tail and the brain. You can't really tell, so it's got to be probably a bigger model. But I did wanted to show you that I did test it out. I did transparent purple on the body, and I did dark purple on the head and the tail, and it's real difficult to tell. So I think we'll just go with, actually I'm just going to do the transparent. I like the color of the purple it turns out, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've decided on the transparent purple. So what are we going to do now? We decided we're going to do it with the brush, or we're going to do it with the airbrush. So here's the second decision. We've decided on the purple, so now where do we go from here? I'm going to go ahead and do airbrush. So you can use a brush and it'll work terrific, but I may regret this, but I'm going to go with airbrush. There we go, transparent purple. I sprayed it pretty heavy on there, and it turned out really nice. I really like this purple. I think it was a better choice than the dark purple, but I could have gone regular purple, I think, rather than transparent. I'm still learning these transparents. I could have used any purple here really, but I do like the color that this turned out, and maybe that's because it's transparent. It's got that little purple sheen to it, which I really like. Anyway guys, this turned out really great. So what we will do now is we will move on to the white skin, and for the skin we're going to go ahead and use Olive Flesh because her skin is a very pale white. So let's go from there. Well, there you have it. I've done exactly what I said not to do. I was painting the white skin, and I flicked it all over that purple dress. So I had to go back with some of the transparent purple with a brush and kind of clean that up. It took a little heavy dose, but it looks pretty good. You can't really see them at all. It's still drying a little bit in that area, and I'm still going to do a little bit of highlight on the top. So, but Again, be careful when you're painting on something you airbrush and you flick it in. It'll ruin it. Anyway, well, you know what? I mean, I saw it and I was like, oh wow, man, damn it, I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. Well, no, maybe I'll just turn it into a dress that has looks like a galaxy, you know, because they look like stars. So, you know, there's always options anyway. So we got the skin down now. I had to do a couple coats, let it dry a couple coats. And this turned out to be a little rough right in here. I'm not sure why, but anyway, we'll get it taken care of. We'll get some wash in there. So now let's move on to the belts and this sash here. And we'll do for the belt, we're going to do a gray, and we'll paint that a black brown, and then we'll do some gold etching on the top. All right. Highlighted the belt with just a little bit of the white I used for the skin. What was that? Olive white, olive flesh. I mixed that with the gray and just came up with you know, the highlights for the belt. What I did is I used the mix, and then I put a dot in the middle, and then I put a smaller dot all the way around, and then I kind of just did an etch line all around the outside of each belt. Real quick, real simple. All right, now let's get the black brown on that sash. I wet blended the black brown and the burnt sienna and a little bit of red into this. I put a little red into the top and I put a little red into the bottom, and a little mixture, mostly darker in the middle, and did a little bit of a wet blend to give that you know, kind of a two-tone. So we'll let that dry, and then we will do, I'm going to get that buckle. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with that buckle yet. So I'll probably do the gold etching and then the buckle. Anyway, it'll be one of those two. All right, so let's do it. Got the etching down on that sash with the gold. Yeah, it's a little rough, but you know what? It'll do. I'll put some wash in there, and it'll kind of clean it up, and I'll just do some spots with white gold, and then boom, done. So she's looking pretty good here. We're getting real close to being done here. So what I need to do now is I need to, let's see, finish up the skin. I need some highlight and some wash, and then on to the sabers. And then I will go back. The last thing I'll probably be doing, maybe I'll do that next, is the highlights for the dress. But, all right. For Asajj, I'm going to use Flesh Wash, the Pro Acrylics Flesh Wash on the skin. It's got a little bit of red. I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out, but I will water it down real thin, maybe 3-to-1, and then you know, see what it looks like. But I think the red will look good against the purple, so it'll be a bit of a contrast. All right, let's do it. Got the wash all down, and it stained that white pretty good, so I've got to go back in and clean that white up. It's looking a little rough, and I'll see what I can do. So I'm taking the olive skin, and I'm watering it down a lot, and then I'm just going to kind of go in and see how this is looking to play out for me. What I've been doing here is I've just been kind of going over these straps that she has on here with just basic purple from Pro Acryl. Just standard purple. Just kind of giving things just a little bit different color, you know what I mean? It's probably a little too much paint on there. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to come back with a little bit of the light color and touch some of those high areas up. So, alright, and I will do some of the dress down below as well. For the face, I'm going to go ahead and use a pencil, and I'm just going to draw the lines. She's got a couple lines. She's got two on her face, below her chin, on the side of her lips that go down. She's got two little dark lines here and here, and then she's got a whole tattoo thing on the back of her head, and that would just be difficult with a paintbrush. Doable, but difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot with a pencil. I don't know how much I can get this on camera because it's such intricate work. I'll see what I can do here. Let's see. See, I drew them in there. I got both sides. Not too bad. It was real easy. I wasn't worried about hurting the paint or anything. That's man, I haven't done any of that really, and that makes things easy. Learned something new today for myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and do those little dots on her head, and then think about the tattoo on the back. The pencil worked out terrific. That was so much easier than having to do with the paintbrush. You know, it's not perfect, but it looks really good. Everything looks very symmetrical, stands out, looks great. Pencil, right there. See if I can zoom in just a little bit here. There we go. A little closer. It's okay, it's not perfect, but hey, does the trick. Alright, let's move on to the sabers. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding more white as I go here. A little more white in the middle. I was thinking about trying the transparent red here over the sabers, maybe water it down a little bit and then just pop it over those sabers. I mean, it couldn't hurt, right? So let's give it a try. See what it looks like. These look pretty good though. I mean, I like the way they really pop right now. But you know, I can try the transparent, but I don't like it. I'll just redo this. All right, I went ahead and brought the white back, and you know, did the red, mixed the red with the white, brought it all the way back out to white. I like the transparent red. It just seemed a little too dark for me. I put it on a little too dark. Maybe I should thin it out and put it on. But you know what? This is going to work for now. We're just going to go forward with this. So all I need to do now is, looks like I need to touch up the blades, or I mean the handles, the pommels of the sabers, and maybe some touch-ups on the outside, and that's about it. As you can see, I did the base. Looked like some sabers been hitting down there. I used watered down orange and yellow, and then just did that back and forth until I came up to this. Real watered down to give it in there and get it in there. And then I went back with the silver and I touched up the edges so it made it, more of a clean cut. So let's see. Yeah, that's about it. All right, we're almost there. There we have it. Asajj Ventress, Star Wars Shatterpoint. I didn't get too detailed on the dress. I'm actually gonna let the zenithal come through with that purple. I like that dark sheen that it's got going on. I did highlight the top a little bit with some purple, and in here too. Actually, I should probably, on these wraps, maybe I should do a little purple wash. I don't know, they look pretty good as is. But she turned out really terrific. I'm happy with this. I kept it simple. I didn't get too involved in the dress. I did get involved on the head. So I did the tattoos with a pencil. That's a new technique for me. I've used kind of here and there, but nothing like this. This worked out great. I didn't, it took the stress right out of it. And it looks terrific. Well, there you have it, guys. Asajj Ventress from Star Wars Shatterpoint Tabletop. I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I haven't really had a chance to play it, but I'm really looking forward. Been playing a little bit of Legion lately. Actually, speaking of Legion, over on my Twitch channel, we're testing out some live gaming. We're trying to get it dialed in. I'm getting my camera set up so I can make it easy transition, so you as a viewer can check it out and see everything that's going on. I'm really looking forward to that, and we're working on that. And I have a ton of stuff to paint, so we're still going with that. We're going to have some live paint sessions going on here real soon, so stay tuned, and I will get the information out to you. Guys, thank you for all the support. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it more than you know. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next week.